I signed the papers at 2:47 in the morning. The doctor stood across from me in the hallway outside the ICU. He had a clipboard. He used my husband's name. He said, "Mrs. Weber, Owen's brain activity is minimal. The damage from the infection is irreversible. We can keep him on the ventilator, but there won't be recovery." I asked him if he was sure. He said yes. I signed. 4 hours later, a nurse called my cell phone. I was in the parking garage, sitting in my car, unable to drive. She said, "Mrs. Weber, can you come back to the 4th floor? There's been a development." I thought she meant paperwork. I thought she meant arrangements. She meant my husband was breathing.
Owen had been in the hospital for 11 days. Pneumonia, the kind that starts in one lung and crosses to the other before the antibiotics can catch it. He was 71, strong for his age. He'd worked as an electrician for 43 years and never missed more than 2 days in a row. On day 3, they intubated him. On day 5, they moved him to the ICU, room 412, 4th floor. I was there every day, every single day. I brought a blanket from home. I brought his reading glasses, even though he couldn't use them. I brought the crossword book he'd been working through since January because I wanted it to be there when he woke up. He didn't wake up. The machines breathed for him. The monitors beeped in patterns I learned to read. Steady meant okay. Fast meant trouble. Silence meant run. I lived in that room for 11 days. I knew every crack in the ceiling. I knew the shift changes. I knew which nurses called him Owen and which ones called him Mr. Weber. On the 11th night, Dr. Peralta found me in the family waiting room. He sat down across from me. He was young, mid-30s. He looked like he hadn't slept either. "Mrs. Weber, I need to talk to you about Owen's condition." He opened a folder. Charts, scans, numbers I didn't understand. The infection caused significant brain damage. The latest scans show very little activity. Even if we maintain ventilation, there's no realistic path to meaningful recovery. I stared at the folder. I could see Owen's name on the tab. Weber, Owen, room 412. I asked, "Is he in pain?" Dr. Peralta paused. "We don't believe so, but we can't be certain." That pause, that tiny space between the question and the answer, I'll carry it for the rest of my life. He said, "The decision is yours, Mrs. Weber." I went back to room 412. Owen was the same. Tube in his throat, IV in his arm, the blanket from home across his legs. His hands were still. They didn't look like his hands. Owen's hands were always moving, wiring, fixing, reaching for things. I sat beside him, held his right hand. The words came without planning. The garden, the tomatoes coming in, how I didn't know when to pick them because he always knew, and I never learned. I told him I was sorry. Then I went to the nurse's station. I signed the authorization, a single page. DNR, withdrawal of life support, effective immediately. They turned the machines off at 2:47 a.m. The room got very quiet. I held his hand and waited for the monitors to flatten. They did. I sat there for 20 minutes after. Then I walked to the parking garage and sat in the car. I didn't start the engine. The phone rang at 6:51 a.m. A woman's voice, calm but careful. "Mrs. Weber, this is Iris Cho. I'm a nurse on the 4th floor. Can you come back to the hospital?" I asked what happened. She said, "I'd rather explain in person." I drove back. My hands were steady on the wheel. I remember that. The rest of me was somewhere else, but my hands drove the car. Iris met me at the elevator. She was young, 34 maybe, short black hair. She had a look on her face I couldn't read.
She walked me to room 412. Owen was in the bed. The ventilator was off, the monitors were off, but the oxygen sensor on his finger was blinking, and his chest was moving. Up, down, on his own.
I grabbed the doorframe. Iris put her hand on my arm. "Mrs. Weber, your husband's vitals improved significantly overnight, before the withdrawal was carried out. His oxygen saturation came up. His brain activity showed new patterns on the morning scan." I looked at her. I couldn't speak. She said, "The withdrawal was performed in room 418, not room 412. I heard the words. I didn't understand them. She said it again, slower. "The patient in room 418 was Owen Briscoe, 74, admitted the same week with similar symptoms, same first name. During the overnight shift, the chart for room 418 was mislabeled. The clipboard outside the door read Weber instead of Briscoe. Dr. Peralta consulted the chart outside room 418. He spoke to you about the patient in 418. You authorized the withdrawal for 418. Owen Briscoe died at 2:47 a.m. My husband, Owen Weber, was in room 412 the entire time. Getting better." I sat down on the floor of the hallway. Iris sat next to me. She didn't say anything. She just sat there while I tried to understand what had happened. My husband was alive. A man I never met was dead, and I had signed the paper. The wrong paper, for the wrong Owen, in the wrong room. But the pen was mine. The signature was mine. The word yes was mine. The hospital administrator came within the hour, a man named Driscoll, gray suit. He said words like protocol failure and internal review and deeply sorry. I looked at him. Does his family know? He paused. Owen Briscoe had a son, Dennis, 43. He lived in Decatur, 2 hours away. He had been driving up every weekend to visit. Nobody had called Dennis yet. The hospital settled with the Briscoe family for $710,000. The investigation found the error originated with the charge nurse, who mislabeled the chart during a shift change at 11 p.m. Dr. Peralta relied on the clipboard outside the door. He did not verify with the wristband. 2 people failed. A man died. Dennis Briscoe's attorney initially included me in the lawsuit. Negligent authorization. The claim was that I should have verified the patient's identity before signing. I was in a hallway at 3 a.m. My husband had been on a ventilator for 11 days. A doctor used his name. He showed me a folder with his name on the tab. He sat across from me and told me my husband was gone. What was I supposed to verify? The judge dismissed the claim against me after 4 months. Insufficient grounds. The hospital bore full responsibility. But the law and the truth are not the same thing. I signed that paper. Owen Briscoe is dead. Those 2 facts will share a room in my head forever. Owen came home in March. 3 weeks of recovery after the pneumonia cleared. Physical therapy, speech exercises. He walked through the front door on a Tuesday afternoon and stood in the kitchen looking at everything like he was seeing it for the first time. The tomatoes had died. I forgot to water them. He didn't ask about what happened at the hospital. I told him everything on the second night. He listened without interrupting. When I finished, he sat quietly for a long time. Then he said, "You didn't do this, Nadine." I said, "I signed it." He said, "You signed what they put in front of you, what they told you was true. That's not the same thing." I wanted to believe him. Part of me did. The other part remembered room 418. Empty, clean, the bed made, the monitors dark, as if no one had ever been there at all. It's been 7 months now. Owen does the crossword every morning. He finished the book I brought to the hospital and started a new one. He rewired the porch light last week. His hands are steady again. Dennis Briscoe sent me a letter in June. 3 sentences. Mrs. Weber, I don't blame you. My father wouldn't have either. I hope your husband is well. I read it 4 times. I put it in the drawer next to Owen's hospital bracelet. The one that said the right name in the right room. The entire time. Most nights I sleep fine. Owen snores the way he always has, a low, steady rumble like an engine idling. I've listened to it for 36 years. But sometimes, around 3 a.m, I wake up. I lie still. I listen to him breathe. And I count each one. Because I know what it sounds like when breathing stops. And I know that somewhere, in a house in Decatur, a man my age is lying awake too, listening to nothing.